I and all my friends were all in the same headspace that we weren't going to be affected by it, and it was really surprising to see them just come around and be like, okay, this is an actual thing that we have to be worried about, and they took it seriously.
So our son got COVID. He's a 17-year-old senior this year going into high school, and what happened was we got a phone call on a Tuesday morning from a parent from his friend who actually had gotten the coronavirus, and they called us just to let us know, knowing that Jack had been interacting. And so when we got the news, we instantly went to one of our urgent cares locally. Jack tested positive. The other 4 of us in the family tested negative. And right from that moment, the information given to us was to have him quarantined. We were quarantined as a family in our home and did not go out unless we absolutely had to.
I don't 100% know where I got it from. It could have been from a friend. I could have been the one who got it first because I work at a grocery store, because it definitely could have came from that, but I honestly have no idea. I was definitely shocked to hear that I got it, because I thought that, you know, being a young person, it wasn't something I had to worry about, that I was basically immune to it. I started to feel sick and I didn't think I was going to need to get tested. I just thought I had a cold or something. I really was not. It did not occur to me that it was coronavirus at all. I had some pretty bad headaches and shaking, just body aches, stuff like that. Kind of blurred vision a little bit, and it was like every time I would walk, I felt like I was like ready to pass out.
What I worried about most was Jack being isolated and being in his room all the time, you know, and not hanging out with us and not being able to be around us. Knowing how social he was, I think that was very difficult. So it was more about watching his mental health and watching his reaction to things, if he was getting upset. It was weird sitting at our dinner table without him, because we do try to eat dinner as a family as much as possible. So yeah, it was weird. You make a plate and then you're gonna, walk it upstairs and have him eat.
My only interactions with my family was through text messages or them coming up and dropping me off food. It definitely sucked. I'm around my family a lot all the time. I try to be, so not being able to see them as much as I used to was a little weird and kind of sad. Not being able to hang out with my friends, not being able to go do the things I liked, especially during the summer, it really made me not depressed, but I was pretty sad, and eventually I started going a little crazy because I couldn't see anyone, and I'm a very social person, so I like to be out with people, and I do the complete opposite, stuck in my room. You got to be careful, make smart decisions. You can't be going out doing stuff like this, because we all can get it. It's not just something that older people or people with predisposed illnesses can get. It affects everyone, and it's not a joke.
We did make changes to our family and the way that we do things because it hit our home and we were cautious, but at the same time, we're careful. I mean, we're mask wearers in terms of family, and where we go, we follow, the guidelines that's been put in place over the last few months from our governor. Try to social distance as much as possible. We've gotten together with neighbors in our neighborhood. We do social distance at a bonfire, and we do hang out. So it's been hard for us as social beings, and our family being a social family, to know that you got to take baby steps now, I think, and get back into the world a little differently than we were. And we want them to feel some of that regular, world again.